Day, nothing changes. All I want is a moment to think clearly, but thoughts come unrelenting, consuming every waking moment. My mind binds me and I can't escape. I shout for help when no one hears me. One day I feel I'll just disappear. Lost in this chaos, I'm searching for peace.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome back to Dirt Sheet Radio Presents TNA Impact, where KC and JC Pennies writing it down in good old El Paso.
See?
See? Yes.
No, see, there's a big Spanish flair with the El Paso crowd,
Oh, yeah, no. And we got JC Penny run down with Casey Navarro. They're going to have a new partnership going on.
Yes, for all the muy pobres in El Paso. All the muy pobre culeros. That seems to be their favorite insult in El Paso. It is. It's not a bad one. I'm not mad at it, but
I got to ask my Texan friend if that is legit their favorite in El Paso.
It's at least their favorite to chant.
Yes. But as always, I am that corner reviewer, Matt. And to join me as always, the IWC World Chief of Korea, Andrew. What's up?
I'm not a colero in El Paso, so that's good.
There you go. No, you could be worse. You could be, Ray's wife, apparently, according to Chavo.
That was just funny that Chavo just steered right into that for that segment.
Wow. All right. I guess this is how we're doing it.
It's good on you for putting the Guerreros over like that, because he really just talked really big up to Eddie just to pop the crowd. But
yeah.
I wonder if Dom's gonna say anything on that, because he does tweet quite a bit.
I kind of hope he does.
But now the question is, will he be in support of it, or will he be against it? He's a heel. So, calling his mom a hoe, kind of, is he going to be like, that's right, Uncle Chavo, you tell him? Or is he going to get defensive?
Say, hey, no one picks on my meat but me. No one picks on my mom but me.
Exactly, yes. That's the perfect mentality. I'm I wonder where he would take that kind of retweet.
I feel like that's something he would do.
Yeah.
You're right to call her names, but no, you're not allowed to. No one can but me.
No one talks about mi familia except me. Yeah. Is my sister a whore? Yes, but I say that, not you. If you say it, I hate you.
Yeah, it's more mind your fucking business.
Yeah, no. So I'm curious if he'll retweet that, in which direction he'll go.
Right, but no, we got this is the Fallout edition of Sacrifice for this Impact, a rematch, a couple of angles, the pesky Kappa boys at it again.
Yeah, it definitely felt more like Fallout 76 than any of the good ones, because it was a little flat. Not the worst, but not a lot of people pay attention to it.
Yeah, only 2 people still play. Yeah.
Hey, there might be 4 on a patch day. I don't know.
Maybe.
The population doubled from 2 to 4. Yes.
Yeah, and then one got banned for being too good at the game.
But what about the racist guy? Nah, he's good. He logs on every day. What?
What up, Tony? How you doing?
Hey.
But anything new with you in this past week that you done, that you've seen, bodies you've hid?
Let's see. I did start watching. I don't know if you or Bash watched it all, but Pen 15, that Hulu TV series with the 2 girls who were basically.
Oh, we both seen that.
It's okay.
It's very teenager cringe,
but it's very accurate. You know what I mean? It's a cringy show to watch, but given the fact they're around our age, I'm it's not wrong. There's a couple things that are stretched the logic a little bit that I don't like.
Yeah.
I think they have one episode where they say the words like "your feelings are valid." No one talked like that in 2000.
No,
People just
no,
call you a pussy and tell you to figure the fuck out. Like,
exactly.
so I'm like,
Or it says, don't go to school tomorrow.
Exactly. It's just like if you don't go to school, they might forget. So be sick. It's fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
I kind of wasn't crazy about the second half of season 2, and then I was like, I'm kind of glad it's canceled.
I think I just saw the animated episode. So like right
I did
before
not like that. That kind of turned me off.
the animated episode was not great either, but I kind of understand why they did it
Yeah.
because the scene that it was, it's like they couldn't be 30-year-old women.
Right.
You know,
I am watching it. I just didn't watch the new episode yet.
I've honestly kind of just gotten sick of superhero stuff. So
Well,
I avoid it like the plague.
I made an exception for Daredevil because I like that Netflix series.
No, it's fine. And I've seen the trailer, and it looks kind of interesting. But I'm so over superheroes, man. We're on like year 15 of or 20 of like superhero shit, and I'm like,
And 15 years
stop.
later, 15 years later, we're still on Namek.
It's what it feels like, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still on Namek. It's gonna blow up in 5 minutes still. Maybe. This
Yeah.
is
Push the muffin button already, Disney, please.
yes.
And they're just like, but we didn't install a muffin button. You're like, where did I get this muffin from, man?
You stole it from the trailers. But I bought tickets for Looney Tunes and the End of the World animated movie. I'm gonna see that Saturday.
You need to tell me how that is, or at least wait till this
I,
show to go over it if you don't go
I
over it.
heard
On
I heard a lot of good things about it, and it sucks that Warner Bros. Did not advertise it or market it at all. So like no one's really heard of it.
I'll be honest, I have a hard time believing any kind of new version of an old IP is going to do the old IP any justice. Because the animation style is not as detailed as it used to be, which
Right.
is insulting to me because it's like people used to draw this shit by hand, like every frame. Now we have all this technology 30 years later or more, depending on the IP,
Right.
and it's just lazy fucking bullshit. And I'm like it's not going to look right. Maybe the jokes are going to be good, maybe, but like, I don't know.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. Like I said, not every day we get 2D animation at all because they usually just focus on the 3D CG ones.
Oh yeah, definitely let me know though, because like
Yeah.
I'm cynical towards that shit because everything else that got remade from our childhood, roughly, and I
Right.
know Looney Tunes is older than our childhood, but it was relevant at that
But
point.
there was plenty of reruns when we were growing up. So
Correct, and a couple newer movies for Looney Tunes stuff came out around that time too.
yeah.
But like anything from that era just doesn't look good when it's reimagined or like whatever the fuck they do with animation now. I'm like, ugh, go away, stop ruining my childhood.
But I will definitely let you know.
Yeah.
So no, I can't wait for that. I finished Invincible. Good stuff. Cecil is an idiot for what he did for the finales. And I was like, damn, like, this, like I got, you're my favorite character. This is probably the dumbest thing you've done.
That is another one that I just got sick of after season 1.
Yeah,
But I also okay.
season 2 was I did like season 1, season 2. A lot of complaints from I think the breaks that they took didn't really do any favors, but season 3 I liked a lot more. Just animation was kind of bad at times, but I think the story itself it was still good.
I mean, it's two things that I have less of a taste for nowadays, and that is Seth Rogen's writing because he writes like he's perpetually 15. So if
Yeah.
you've seen one Seth Rogen movie, you know exactly how he writes every other Seth Rogen movie. And
Correct.
I can't tolerate superheroes anymore. I tried to watch that fucking Ninja Turtles movie he did a couple years ago, and as a Ninja Turtles movie, it's awful. As turtles, it's not good. If they weren't turtles and it was just an animated like super bad kids bullshit moron kids do stupid shit, it's fine. It's a Seth Rogen movie. It's exactly what you're expecting. But
Okay.
Turtles, it was awful. No, bad times.
I've seen a little bit of Fat Albert.
Oh yeah, Fat Albert, Heathcliff, Garfield. That was all good stuff.
I'll remember I'll never forget that one clip. Like this kid is this
Which
kid is
one?
like, When the teacher was talking to Fat Albert about
Oh,
one kid being retarded.
yes.
I'm like, what? Like,
Was that
hold on.
Mushmouth? Was it the Mushmouth one?
I
Okay.
think that was
Yeah.
it. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Mm.
What happened?
Well, that was what, the 70s into the early 80s or something like that? So you were allowed to say that shit back then. Come on.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
now it's happily challenged.
Yes, or I don't even know. I can't.
I call it happily challenged.
It's, that's gonna insult somebody.
Yeah,
It's gonna.
someone that's happy. It's gonna still
Yeah.
someone that's happy.
Well, so that's no millennial, so that's good.
Yeah, it might be a Zoomer or one of those
Maybe, maybe a Zoomer.
Alpha that or
Aren't Gen Alpha like 12? Of course they're happy. They have no responsibility.
yeah.
I was happy too when I was 12.
Liked how they would go and watch the Black Hornet. Of course, yeah. What else you gotta watch? Also, we did not kill Space Ghosts or the writer for Courage. We're just gonna say that on the air.
Courage. I still feel Courage is close. We talked about a lot of the old like cartoon, Cartoon Network stuff.
We did, but the Space Ghost was not our fault.
No,
We
it wasn't
love
Space Ghost. Yep,
the best talk show host.
agreed. Didn't appreciate it as a child, but rewatching it as an adult, I'm like, ah, this is fucking gold. Like,
Exactly. We watched it at the wrong time, but we watch it now. It's fucking fantastic.
that's the beauty of reruns, man.
Yeah, that's why I do them. That's my next one's gonna be Harvey Birdman.
That's also the beauty of like 80s and 90s kids television,
Yeah,
because the people that made the content didn't think of it as for children. I guess they thought of it more as family entertainment.
yeah,
So there were jokes and there were concepts for adults and not just stupid shit for kids.
yeah, and like and they know it would go over the kid's head, but they'll probably still laugh. Like I don't get it, but mommy and daddy are laughing.
More or less, yeah. Or it's like mommy and daddy will actually sit down and watch the movie with you. And
Yeah,
it's not like parental punishment because you're like, well, I have a fucking child, so of course I have to watch this fucking like Caillou Bluey fucking bullshit. No, thank you.
right. But no, stuff like that's great. But we respect Space Ghost, and we would never dream of having him killed. Ever.
No. It's also
Maybe
hard to work him into conversation too, so that's probably why we never really brought him up.
Yeah, no, that's also true.
It's-
Unless he was giving us an interview.
yes.
I would have loved to be on Coast to Coast.
I don't know, his interviews kind of work like our show does, because they just go off the rails.
Yeah.
Brack starts chiming in, or Zorak, or Space Ghost makes a reference, ignores the guest half the time. I think we would do that too if we had guests.
We would. Oh no, we totally would.
It's
Undermine what they're saying.
completely, yes.
Yep. Like they did, like when he did with Luke Skywalker.
Exactly. So it's like we have, what, I think last week we mentioned seeing if we could work something out with Venny to find out why she dropped the Tiger Queen gimmick, or
Yeah.
any of these other like thoughts that just cross our head, and there it's like, no, I don't think they'd be able to deal with our bullshit. Like,
No, she would not be happy with us probably.
depending on how good her English is, would also be like, she might just be nodding along and just like smiling and amusing our idiocy
Like, And it's just like, she'll just text us a response.
through Google Translate.
Yeah, I will just have it on the screen. Like, right when I think this is what she said.
Live subtitles, everybody.
Yeah. We translate here we respect all cultures.
As long as in Google Translate.
Yes.
If it's some other language that doesn't have, I'm sorry. You're shit out of luck.
Did you see all Plumber Moxley doing something stupid again?
I've seen a couple clips, and it looked dumb.
the 2x4 stuck to his back.
Yeah, the Janice, that like
Yeah, no.
the shot down looked bad. The slam onto it was just dumb.
Yep, it was all dumb.
Like nothing about that looked good or cool, and people were just like, "Oh my god, it's stuck in his back."
It's like, oh,
Who
what a
gives
bad.
a fuck?
It's like, oh, what a badass. Like, no, you mean what a moron.
Correct. It's like, if you think it's badass when you're like 13, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like, what I forget which was it, Red, White, and Bruised, when Sabu had the barbed wire match, and
with Funk,
yeah, and he
where like
he cut
his
himself
muscle
open
got
and had to like fucking super glue his arm.
duct tape his tendon.
Yeah, that was in Trenton, in New Jersey, and I remember going to that. That was cool when I was like 11.
Yeah,
That's also part of my frustration with people that are talking about like the John Cena heel turn, like it's the biggest fucking thing ever. It's
yeah,
like it's sad. Like y'all are like 30 plus getting worked by wrestling.
yeah.
It's like when Hogan turned, it made children cry. I know, I was one of those children who broke the toy because you're supposed to believe that shit as a child.
I threw mine in the water.
I threw mine on the ground and then in the toilet.
Yeah.
So,
Also, it was it was Born to Be Wired.
okay, that's it.
97. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was so many like at like the CYO in Jersey or the 611 field or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't keep it all straight on what was what. That was
Yeah.
fucking almost 30 years ago. Almost 30 years.
But no, I'm
I
over
feel
my.
old now.
Yeah, we do feel old. Let's not be old. Uh, but
How do you just stop that? Have you figured that out yet?
I wish. I don't have a Lazarus pit.
Well, work on that, okay?
Try it, damn it. Try.
Call Ra's al Ghul and figure this shit out.
Yeah, I'll get right on that wherever it is. I don't, probably Vince McMahon has it. Okay.
He might. You saw his new Pepe Le Pew look,
I
right?
know. I know. That's Vince Al Ghul.
Vince Al. Oh my God, does that make Steph Talia?
So what was that Big Macho Man?
I'm gonna just take the high road and say dead. So
Okay.
like, we're just not gonna amuse that at the moment.
Yeah. I shouldn't say it now.
That's a very Barbara Batman situation right there, and people didn't like that in that comic, and so let's not mention it now. It's-
Could all the cool? I mean, I guess all the cool kids are doing it.
all the cool kids still doing that? I feel like
I don't know. They're probably doing that for some shit.
cool kids still do meth? Meth is still cool?
I mean, maybe it depends on where you get it.
Where the hell have you been getting meth?
I don't know. I don't get meth. I just get shrooms.
Oh, is it? Okay, shrooms. There's a lot of trees up near you now, though. A lot of woods.
Oh yeah, no,
Are we gonna have to find you in the woods at some point?
maybe, but no one can be found there. That's
Hey, Hime came back.
yeah. I mean, because she was a fat fuck and needed food, but
Okay, so the desire for food is stronger than the magic of the woods, is what you're telling me.
yes.
Okay, so just make sure you're real hungry when you do shrooms. Or ayahuasca, or whatever the fuck.
Do something. Maybe a little coke to calm down. I don't know.
Coke to snap out of it?
Yes.
Oh, nice. I'm too fucking stoned.
I've seen enough Wolf of Wall Street to know how they do it. I can escape the cerebral palsy phase.
You sure?
I can try. I can
Well,
try.
if it kicks in, you ain't escaping shit.
Uh, but no, Mox is an idiot, and so is half the people on our roster for TNA. But we'll get to that in just a second.
But some of them are lovable idiots.
Yes, like our Casey Navarro.
Yeah. Oh, just because we're steering into the actual topic we're supposed to talk about. You did
I-
watch the... Oh, well, you're not? Or are we?
No, I was gonna start. I'm gonna start the show in order, but
Oh, I was just going to say, did you watch the Chris Bay interview?
I
Chris
did.
Van Vliet?
Yes, I did. I loved it. That was a great interview.
I think that was a perfect interview, yeah.
Nice to see Bay in a positive manner with everything going on.
Like, obviously, most of the conversation was talking about the injury, but, like, they didn't dwell on it. It wasn't a pity party. He
Yep.
was in good spirits. He was cracking jokes.
Yep.
He told that one story about the other time he like almost killed himself in fucking the Indies, and his only reaction was, "Did you get it on tape?"
Yeah.
Like,
And he was still trying to make the Hardys laugh because they were worried about him. So like, "Well, imagine if I did the Jeff."
yeah,
Thumbs
oh yeah,
up.
the thumb up thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, they made them laugh a little bit while Ace also was laughing and crying at the same time.
Yeah, and I thought that was cute. That what his he said. What his girlfriend and Ace showed up for Christmas at the hospital because was in the hospital through Christmas, and they
Yeah.
like played Mario Kart and just kind of hung out. So like it was depressing, but the spirit of Christmas was at least there. So it's not like he was out of anybody's thoughts or prayers or
Yeah,
anything.
no. So guys, check it out. It's on YouTube.
Hmm.
I loved it. So no
It's not
problem.
depressing at all. If anything, it's uplifting and hopeful.
Yeah, and he said, yeah, it could be like 2 years, maybe four. And he said even if he took 5 years off, he'll still be young enough to do this for a while. So
Oh, completely, yeah. But it's like I think what we talked about it a little bit ago, and I said the earliest I think he'll be back would be like
2 years.
late next year.
Yeah,
So
probably like the end of
2 years from the
2020.
injury, yeah.
Yeah, that I can see happening.
So like if they could do something like Bound for Glory 2026, I think that's reasonable. I don't know how much contact he'll have at that time, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah, I no, I think he'll have the job for life in TNA for sure. But
especially he also said that TNA's been paying for everything.
yeah,
So like that's big. Like TNA gets some shitty publicity when it comes to being cheap on certain things or not paying for other things, but that's a big bill for Anthem to foot, and it's right
agreed.
of them to do it too, because he did it
Yeah,
for them, and
yeah, got hurt during the show.
yeah, and it's not like he was doing something super crazy, because even he said it was a normal spot they've done a couple times, and it's just they missed by an inch, and that's what happens sometimes because it's wrestling, it's not ballet.
Exactly. But no, yeah, keep improving, Chris Bay.
Mhm.
We're all here for you. We can't wait for you to come back whenever that eventually is. Just you have your health. That's all we care about the most.
Correct.
But let's get to the show. We have Masha Slamovich kicking it off, paying
Mm,
props to Cora Jade for their title match. I guess people need a pat in the back when it's not warranted, but but
I
now
got nothing.
yeah, but now it's time for a new challenger. But it gets cut off by Tessa Blanchard,
Thank God.
Ash swaying.
She looked good in that little outfit too. It was really like
Oh, she did.
basic looking, but like the black like crop top and shorts and the glitter. Nice.
Yeah, all nice touch. Um, so she talking about how she's been to places and done things that Masha never will, like Kurzal's psychology.
You never know what Masha was saying in Russian.
I mean that is also true.
So she could have been saying some heinous shit. Just no one could have fucking translated it. That's all.
She'll call Masha. She'll call Tessa like a gutter slut in Russian.
I wish she would. I wish Masha would go back to cutting promos in Russian because she has literal zero aura with English. She has a
I
charisma
know.
vacuum.
I guess
She
he's
is awful.
trying. I guess he's trying. They want her to speak English more because she is the world champion, but it's not intimidating.
It doesn't fit the gimmick, and like nothing about the way she delivers the promo. She's got no conviction. It's not
Right.
interesting. She's just boring. She's just a white chick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and we get a lot of those on today's episode.
We do. We have plenty of white chicks. White chicks all around. It's not the Wayne's brothers.
Sadly, those are better white chicks because at least
Yes.
it's funny.
Yeah. Mostly Terry Crews is funny, but yes.
I mean, is it a great movie?
No.
No. Is it still amusing? Yes.
Yes.
It's kind of like Master of Disguise. That's not a great movie, but if I'm a little stoned and I need to laugh, that works.
I know that one I will just avoid altogether. I did not
Even
like it.
stoned?
Even stoned.
So it's not turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
No. No, I'm not dining on that turtle soup. I am not.
Can't believe that. What of all goofy fucking like early 2000s movies that rubbed you the wrong way? You probably love Pootie Tang though.
Which one was that one?
The like the Shaft ripoff one. I think what was it? Tim Meadows did like the fucking.
I have not watched that one.
You never what? How
I
did you
never
never
wa-
watch?
I have never watched Booty Tang.
Pistachio disguise.
Well, you heard Dean. What do you got? Who do you got?
I mean, personally, I think Punk, but I guess that's probably what everybody wants, right?
It should be Punk, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Roman.
Maybe. I feel like rushing Roman into most likely some kind of main event thing is nobody needs that right now. He had the belt for fucking 4 years.
Yeah.
Like we don't need more of that. We can put more space in there.
Right.
And he still gets huge pops when he comes back after like little breaks and everything. So
Yeah.
I just want to know if the favor that Punk has to do to or that Heyman has to do for Punk is gonna come into play for this match, or if Punk wins, then that's when the favor kicks in. You know what I mean?
Well, we'll probably find out on SmackDown tomorrow because they're probably all going to be together in the same arena.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
Yes, but no, realistically, it should be Punk, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's Roman. I don't think Seth needs it.
No, Seth doesn't need it at all. Mm-mm.
No, so yeah, Seth is so established. He is fine, even in losing. Like he could never be lower on the card or get hurt.
I mean, I feel like Seth has to eat the pin out of the three.
Oh yeah, because you can't pin Roman again.
Yeah, and he has to get pinned very rarely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the only way I can see Roman getting pinned is if Paul turned on him for Punk. That's the only way I can see it happening. But I don't think that should happen either.
I don't think it should happen because then that sets up more of an angle for Roman versus Punk because now
Yeah.
Heyman betrayed him
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah. And then I feel like Roman would have to win that.
Yeah, so like if you're trying to like slingshot Punk towards a championship situation, you don't want to have him like have Roman right there too because of a betrayal.
Right. But no, I'm definitely looking forward to that match more than Jay and Gunther.
Yeah. So out of Jay and Gunther, Io, Rhea, and Bianca, and Punk, Rollins, and Roman. If we're assuming that's all night one, who gets the main event?
It would have to be Punk, Roman, and Seth.
I agree with you completely. Okay. I wasn't sure if you
And
maybe
the
would make
Jay
an
and
argument the other
Gunther
way.
does not scream at events,
Nope.
and neither does. I love Io, Rhea, Bianca, but that's not a main event. I'm sorry.
It's not a main event because I don't like the framing. They're framing it as Rhea and Bianca's feud, and they're trying to just like ignore Io, or she's like on the outside looking in, and she's the bitch with the belt.
I
So
know.
like,
Io better win. That's all I'm gonna say.
I feel like she has to, and then
Yeah,
Rhea and Bianca can spin off into their
with
own
how
thing.
they're treating her, they're gonna keep like ignoring her until she actually beat us.
Yep.
Fuck.
And then they still have to squash it, so then Bianca and Rhea can continue until
Yeah,
sometime. I don't know,
yeah,
maybe not
because
SummerSlam, but before
like
then.
a month or two, and that never needed the belt. So
Exactly, because people want to see that, obviously, because that's the angle they're playing right now.
yeah, that sells itself. No belt needed. Io is the right person for that belt right now.
Hmm. I agree with you.
So yeah,
And then
no,
Io can drop it to either of them at like SummerSlam or something.
if they go that way, yeah.
Hmm.
There's still plenty of time to figure it out, but no, Bianca, Rhea don't need it right now.
Agreed.
But no, I'm looking forward to those. I want Goof for the win, but I feel like they backed up to the quarter where Jay has to win.
Yeah, because I don't know, like it's a WWE crowd, so Gunter, when it comes to the promos, I think the WWE fans find him stale because he's that
Even though
old school.
even though he's acting like that arrogant
Right.
bully type.
He's that old school foreign heel kind of vibe, and I just think they're sick of it, but they love his matches. Because
Yeah,
like if you give him somebody that can go, like Axiom and Otis and last couple weeks,
Tozawa.
yeah, it's just, like he just has great fucking matches. It's just I think people are a little tired of the well spoken I'm Daring General and
Oh, he's not going like stupid Americans or stuff like that.
no, he's not, and I'm not
He
saying he's
he
being
just being arrogant.
and it's I guess it's boring to some people because it's very old school. Like I don't mind it, but I see like the tide turning.
Why they feel like that.
Yes, correct. So
Yeah.
I think you're right that Jay has to win because I feel like they're creatively in a back themselves into a
Yeah,
corner type thing.
I don't agree with it, but it's just how they backed themselves into this corner.
Yep, yep,
It's like when they forced the fiend push way too soon. It's
yep.
like oh shit. It's like sorry, Seth. I know you beat Brock twice, but he made money. He made us money.
Also, if they're trying to reestablish KO towards some kind of like title picture, you know what I mean?
You can definitely beat Jay for it if he
That's
goes to if he goes to Raw during their next shakeup.
that that's my point. Like WrestleMania is coming up, we know there's shakeups or draft or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah, even though they'll be on the same show half the time anyway.
Yeah, so that's kind of why I'm like, if they're trying to position KO for maybe another run, it makes more sense to take it off of Jay than try to insert him into SmackDown, which is like all the power players. Like it's Cena,
Yeah.
Cody, Roman, Punk, Rollins threw his hat into like that mix a little bit. Like that's a different echelon, and like KO's not at that level.
Oh, we got another thing. I want a real Japanese heel faction. I feel like Nakamura's done in WWE.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what else they could do with him at this point.
I think the problem with the real Japanese heel faction is just who they have right now and who's healthy. Like, if Asuka and Kairi were healthy, that could be scary if they brought over another guy. Because
Yeah.
Tozawa's not somebody that, no, come on. No one's going to
No.
take him seriously.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know how long they have Ishimori. Not Ishimori. Um, NXT. Noah. Little tank. Mohawk
Oh,
tank.
Inamura.
Inamura, yeah, like I forgot what the fuck his name was for a second.
Yeah.
But like I don't know how long they have him. I don't know if he's on excursion technically or if he can get brought up. But like
I think he's on like a small excursion.
I do too. That's why I'm like I don't think he's available for that. It would be
I
nice.
mean,
Inamura and Nakamura could be
bring Ozawa.
that would be
Bring our
fantastic.
suave man.
That would be great. Or if they're gonna be heels that just beat the fuck out of people, Keno could work too if you're gonna bring in like Noah talent. But I don't think
Yeah.
Kenta would ever want to go back to WWE.
No, no. Unless he gets his match with Punk, it ain't happening. Well, Takeshi has like what 5 contracts. He has AEW, he has New Japan, he has DDT.
Yeah, Takeshita's a weird situation because he technically has a contract with everybody that isn't WWE.
Yeah.
Because like DDT is owned by the fucking Cyber Agent, which owns Noah as well.
Yep. He
So,
has a contract with New Japan. He has a contract with AEW.
and also like Takeshita's not that type. He would need some seasoning in
Yeah.
NXT. Like he
Yeah,
wouldn't really fit in.
like not long, like like 6 months, maybe a year.
But like promo wise, he's still very goofy.
Yeah, he would definitely need a manager.
Yeah, and it's like he can't. I don't think he could pull off the same shit that Nakamura pulls off. Because Nakamura oozes charisma. It could be
Yeah,
goofy. He could be sadistic. He could just be cool. But like, it's Nakamura. You'll buy it no matter what, even if you don't understand the words coming out of his fucking mouth.
Yeah. Because his heel promos were great, just you just don't give him wins.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
all the babyface stuff from New Japan, and then the times he was babyface in WWE and NXT.
Yeah. Whitney's Sonny Ono. I think he's like done with.
Also, Sonny Ono is kind of a scumbag. Like,
That too. That too.
so like Sonny Ono kind of screwed over Ultimo Dragon. So
Yeah,
oh,
that no.
yeah, so like
that was just foul.
yee. So it's like I like what Sonny Ono did. If there was a new version of Sonny Ono, that would work perfectly.
Oh yeah,
But I don't think there is.
not right now. No.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, we're still in this first segment. Eventually, what's her name? JC Jane.
You said it! I thought you were just gonna make something up or say Santino's nickname for her. JC Penny.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
That's why we have the title that we. What the fuck? Get your act together.
Ah man, I forgot.
Go do a line of coke. You obviously took the shrooms already.
I would love to right now. But no, Santino came out say no. This is what's gonna happen next week. Samba bitch against JC Penny.
Mm-hmm.
And then he, the Tessa, she got banned from ringside. She banned from the locker room.
No, they didn't get that far. She's not kicked out of the locker room
Yet.
yet. Yes,
Yeah. Gotta happen.
maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and then, after commercial, Santino confronts Ariana Grace. Who's friends with everybody.
She's just drawing happy faces on everybody's hand. It's okay.
Check those dead whores. The guy, you gotta say it like Frank Reynolds. Whores. The dead whores.
Whores, yes.
Yeah, pocket. Yeah, it's always in the pockets. Yeah, confronting Ariana Gardner. What's with the surprises? Oh no! They would not. They were my best friends, and let me tell you, I got someone else coming. My even more best friends, the best friends of everybody. Best friends.
Between her and Ryan, I'm not sure who's more delusional.
Her or who?
Mokuba.
Oh, it's definitely Mokuba.
Are you sure?
You said Ryan all of a sudden. That's just Mokuba.
Oh, that name you remember. But JC Penny, the reason for the title, you're like, a JC Jade, who actually said the correct name. I was so surprised.
Don't worry, I'll call JC Penny next time.
I thought you were going to say, don't worry, you'll no-sell Tatum Paxley, just to go back to the old gimmick from last year.
No. We'll get the Quaxley later. We'll get the Miss
Stop
Quaxley.
ruining the duck!
Fuck that duck.
The final evolution is terrible, but Quaxley's adorable. Shut up.
The Josuke with the hair.
I still hate Josuke, though.
He fine, but the hair is Josuke.
Okay, you could say the hair's Kuwabara, too.
Yeah, Kuwabara is likable.
You got me there.
Yes.
And yes, Santino is fantastic.
Yeah, he's growing on me in the role. I didn't like it in the beginning, but I was like, all right, okay, this is fine.
And Ariana is nice to look at, too, so I'm not mad at her either.
Yes, just stop being friends with everybody.
But it's such a good gimmick.
I know, just calm with your friends.
She's just setting up for like this ultimate heel turn when like she's nobody's.
None of you are my friends. You're not invited to the birthday party.
Or it'll start with leaving one person out, and then it'll slowly start to like crack her persona, being like the perfect Disney adult.
It's gonna be Mokuba.
Damn, it might be.
Mokuba ruins everything.
Mokuba ruins everything. See that's a picture idea for the thumbnail.
Yeah. Whatever. Right. I was gonna do that if Seto did not turn heel at the thing, and if they lost, like local little brother ruins everything.
Yeah, that works too. The good old Adam ruins everything TV show. That's good.
But next match, first match. The Northern Jobbers against the Rascals.
I hate those dorks so
They
much.
look like freaking Make a Wish with the mask. They're taking out trick or treating for Halloween.
They look pathetic. I
Yeah,
can't. Like it's
It-
not even good hate that I have for them. It's like
yeah.
literally like you're boring.
This
You're
is
terrible.
this is the hill Eric Young will die on. Apparently,
Maybe he'll take Macklin down with him. Because I feel like he's gonna get through to Macklin. I feel like Macklin's turning at some point.
or he takes the Northern Armory next. So like, he finds out they're Army veterans somehow. He's like, don't.
I don't know. I don't think fucking Timu fucking Tamatanga is from anywhere on this planet because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
The one with hair.
There's a few of her.
No, that is two jabroni idiots. There's a bald one and there's one with hair. The one with hair. Because he does it, he tries to beat Tamatanga because he comes down walking like a goofball, bites the fucking rope, fucking
Yeah,
thinks he's
well-
like all intense and
He's not. He's not a good guy like Tamatanga.
no, he's also not yoked like fucking Tamatanga.
He's not good. He's not good like Tamatanga.
Like hair jabroni looks like a fucking 15-year-old who like got cut from the wrestling team at high school. Like he's not cool looking at all. I don't know why the fuck he thinks he is. Dweeb ass motherfucker.
But you know what? Okay match. Rascal's getting the win.
That's it. I guess it was a serviceable.
Rascal's did fine. Rascal's did fine.
It was a serviceable enhancement match.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, they got Northern got some offense, but not enough. They tried to cheat, it didn't work. So
Yeah, they tried to cheat like 4 different times in the dumbest ways, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
and-
ugh.
oh, fake an injury, and you fight on the SI, but Baze was like, get the fuck out of here.
that was actually really great. Like they just beat the fuck out of him anyway. That's good.
Yeah, good. That's exactly how they should be. Treated like the fucking ham and eggers they are.
And then they try to surround the Rascals, but Ace comes down with a chair to even the odds.
Yeah, so, oh god, we got a 6-minute tag match. Oh no.
No more.
No mas! No mas!
Sí, or no, cuidado.
No, no yab. No yab.
No yab, no
No
yab.
yab.
No me gusta trios. Por favor.
We're done!
Actually, okay, let's be fair. The next trios match they set up, that was funny. I liked that segment. So that's okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second, yeah. But before that, we got Zaya Brookside talking to Gia, talk about the miss, how good it felt at the chain in her hand. But she
okay.
Yeah, there's a comment. Yeah, whoa, Bessie.
She said she still had some in her eyes and it didn't feel good anymore. It's like,
Hell-
what is she talking about?
Had the chain in her hand like she's gonna do some restraints.
Yeah, I mean, Zaya's just into S&M. That's all this proved.
But Rosemary cut her off. Like, however she talks to, addresses herself or the other.
It's
person.
we.
It's we.
Because she talks about the body and the demon. That's we. She
And
wasn't talking about her partner. She was talking about we as in herself.
Yeah, and the holy space ghost.
Well, now he is possibly in the undead realm, so...
Yep.
Imagine those interviews. Space Ghost
Okay.
interviews Hitler.
Yeah, he just interviews Father James Mitchell.
He's not dead. Like,
He travels there. Him and Raven travel there.
oh, now we're staying in kayfabe. Okay. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Okay, that's what we're at now.
They teleport there. Raven knows that place.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kevin Sullivan did too once or twice, but now he's probably actually there. 'Cause
Yeah,
he passed away a few years.
that he coincidentally retired in 2007 and at the end of June, but
Hey, allegedly. Thank you. And not to mention, he came out of retirement for at least management reasons for what ROH and Punishment Martinez.
um,
And
what's it called? BJ Whitmer.
there it is. I couldn't remember his name either. I'm like, what the fuck was
Yeah,
old white guy's name?
and then was it BJ Whitmer and was it Adam Page when he was younger or someone else?
Valid question. I remember Punishment was the new guy, who was like the hot one they were trying to push. BJ was the established one, and it
I'm
might have been Hangman.
I'm going to check this Google machine.
Actually, it might have been Hangman before he went to Bullet Club, because he sucked before Bullet Club, and he sucked in the beginning of Bullet Club too. So
I mean, yeah,
sounds
that's
right.
That's right. That does track. Hold on now. I gotta look.
Why are we looking up 2017 or whatever ROH? Oh no, how far have we fallen?
It's like what? When? It was Steve Corino and BJ Whitmer.
Carino? Really?
Yeah, it was that batch.
Ew. Ew.
Yeah,
Ew. I forgot Carino was still wrestling at that time.
yeah, and that eventually you formed the Alliance of Whitmer and Martinez.
Yep. Back before he was the bisexual Undertaker.
Yep, and Slay Queen. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I hated
Whitmer.
it back then though.
Yeah, no, people fall like, oh, that's rude. It's like, no, it's not. Fuck you.
I
We
just
do it.
didn't. Oh, go.
Okay, we did it in part of like it fucking fits. It's hot and he's rocking it.
Oh, well, yeah, I just didn't like the way he wrestled in the beginning because
Yeah.
he's like 7, 6'8", and he does too much high flying shit. It's like stop that.
Yeah, that's the modern wrestling now. If you don't do that, then what are you even doing?
Well, hey, look, he got called to the main event and stopped doing dumb shit. Dijak didn't. Why do you think he doesn't have a job?
Yep.
And
Went
you want to
to
talk about no yob? That's Dijak. Different kind of yob, though.
talk about Keith Lee. He just like a.
Okay, Keith Lee had health problems. Let's not.
I know.
let's-
I'm just picking on him.
Sure, but don't punch down. Punch at least even
unless,
parallel.
unless unless you're a disabled toddler, then I'm definitely gonna punch down. But
I mean, that goes without saying. Like toddlers are annoying, disabled or fully abled,
mostly both. But
but all annoying. So like,
yes, because hate children.
so does John Cena.
I know. Fuck them kids.
Poor kid said "I love you" first, and then got fucking roasted. I really hope that kid was a plant.
Yep. He fucking better be.
Or somebody had to make a lot of apologies after that episode.
Yeah. What you call it? Yeah. Whitmer was billed as the second son, while Carino was the first son. The one that was terrorized.
Yeah, I forgot.
As I have two sons. I had to sacrifice one of them.
Yeah, again, I forgot Carino was still relevant in like 2017. Like,
Well, thankfully he's not anymore.
thankfully, yes, I agree. He wasn't relevant to me when he was the end of ECW. Like, I never got the Carino gimmick. Like, was he ever like on your radar of someone you could tolerate or liked?
I just with me it was like I could take or leave it.
Like his kid, he's fun. I've seen him some indie stuff when he was with the
Colby, right?
Colby Carino, yeah.
Yeah, he ain't bad.
When he was with the fucking the Ducks, the fucking
The Duck Dynasty.
no, the fucking what the fuck were they called now? I haven't seen them in a while, and then COVID didn't help. But like it was fuck, I'll figure it out.
Ugly Ducklings.
Yes, that's it. Yes,
Yeah. Found it. Yeah, Lance Lude and Rob Killjoy.
they were fun. Like they put on some good matches. They were good dudes.
They made a guest appearance in the Total Nonstop Deletion. That's right.
Oh, they did. That's right. I remember seeing them more like local indies right before
Yeah,
COVID when they got broke up
Yeah,
again.
I haven't seen their local indie stuff.
Yeah, they're good time. And Colby always felt like he was gonna break before the other two, so that made sense. How old is Colby? That's a good like Colby's gotta be
He
like
is 28.
I was gonna say he had to be close to 30.
Yeah, I think he's still in NWA.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
They need
um,
somebody.
they do need somebody eventually. Uh, hmm. I mean,
Natural Disasters had a good run in WWE. They also had good runs,
like
you
Solo.
know, solo in Japan, you know,
Yeah,
Tenta. It was they were big deals.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Tugboat was kind of over. I know they want to put him in WrestleMania against Hogan at one point.
yeah, and I know the Shockmaster thing has become a meme and kind of devalues,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I mean, like if you juggle them around, I'd be okay either way. I'm not like gonna set the seats on fire because Demolition didn't get it.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
indifferent to the Demolition thing too. But then again, I was always more of a WCW like Steiner Kid, fucking Road Warriors. Like
yeah,
Demolition always hit me as a knockoff Road Warriors growing up.
yeah.
Like I never got the allure of Demolition.
You know, Steiners were also a favorite.
Yep,
Still a great team.
and Brainbusters in WWE, Telly and Arn,
hmm
when they were either when they were horsemen or when they were just the Brainbusters, they were good together.
Oh yeah, but let's move on. Let's go to our next segment, the Penthouse.
Ah, the trios match that I don't hate.
Yep, I'm actually kind of looking forward to that one, but.
Yes,
But no, AJ Francis, Casey Navarro, they didn't announce the guest, but they were just talking down on El Paso. Just made
muy
Chavo come
pobre,
out.
muy
But
pobre, muy pobre El Paso,
yes, muy por El Paso.
pobre, very poor. It's,
Very poor. But Chavo came out. I was like, well, hold on, no. If we wanted a second great Guerrero, we called Dominic.
oh, that was a great line.
Yep, and
And then Chavo rolls with it.
it's like, oh yeah, no, well, the Mysterio mom's a whore, so like, yeah, sure.
I like how he just led with, well, the DNA test isn't back yet. We don't know if he's officially a Guerrero.
But you know, the mom got around, and Eddie loved
Eddie was good looking.
loved the Latinas. He shouted the hedgehog. He loves the Latinas.
He's a man of taste, is what you're telling me.
That's right. Shadow does have taste. He loves his Latinas.
Again, he's not wrong.
Yeah, but we're not done with interruptions because here comes Frankie Kazarian. He's mad that they didn't invite him to the penthouse. And he's still mad at Chavo for 13 years ago with the tag team belts.
Yeah, that's amazing.
The
That
pettiness for that
that
long.
level of petty is so goddamn amazing. You beat me and Daniels with you and Hernandez in 2012. I hate you for that still. What?
So we have unfinished business. We're gonna take care of that right now. You still remember?
You remember 2012 that clearly? Fuck.
Yeah. What's your secret?
I mean, really, Frankie hasn't aged much either. He still looks good for his age. So give him credit. He's doing something right.
Oh no, I do.
Ginseng vitamins, whatever the fuck he's doing.
Basin as in a rock band.
Maybe he found the fucking the pool.
We're gonna have to find out who has this Lazarus pit, and we're gonna hunt them down. I just want to talk.
If it's Frankie, we need to work something out. Right?
Pop squat.
Yeah.
Just take a seat.
All right, Chris Hansen, calm the fuck down.
No, it's him.
No. There are no children on this show.
But Chavo he calls some backup, and we have Laredo and Octagon Jr. When did Laredo get rid of the kid in his name?
I don't know. Isn't he like 40?
But I finally looked at Laredo Kid in the Impact tape, and then all of a sudden went straight to Laredo in the Sacrifice, and now he's just still with Laredo.
I mean, honestly, it sounds better than Laredo Kid and Octagon Jr. That
Yeah,
makes it sound like you're fighting 12-year-olds. You can't tell me that that has any kind of like wrestling ring to it. It's Octagon Jr. and Laredo Kid. Are they 14? Like, what the fuck is this?
that's when they started. That's how it is on Lucha Libre.
It's like, it shouldn't be. It's like the only one that makes sense is Dragon Kid, because they're not just going to call him Dragon.
Yeah,
Like, that's stupid. And he can't be Ultimo Dragon, because that's a different guy.
exactly. But we got a 6-man tag match set up for next week. Chavo and the Aztec Warriors against First Class and Frank Kazarian. I'm actually looking forward to that one.
That
That's
should
going to
be
be hot
funny.
for it.
Yeah, and it should just be entertaining. It might not be a great wrestling match, but it'll be entertaining.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll get some old dirty Eddie Guerrero, dirty tricks, some lucha action, Casey Navarro beat over the top with the sell-in, and AJ Francis probably do some snide comments.
Yeah, AJ Francis will hit a couple power moves, then he'll probably like get low bridged and isolated on the outside so he can't make a save, and Casey eats the pin. That's kind
Yeah,
of what I say.
I can see that. I can see that being the thing. But next match, Mustafa Ali and Mike Santana. I like this match again.
I like the way this was booked. The
Yeah,
match itself is alright, but that finish
the
sold
fit,
this like a motherfucker. This is so good.
yeah, the finish is great, and we thought Santana was gonna get the win, but
I mean, he
no.
did.
I mean, like get the pinfall.
This is probably the only match I can literally think of in wrestling where a countout was exactly the correct finish.
Right. Hold on. We got another question,
Ooh.
Mr. Hacker. What do you think about AEW in the long run up against other wrestling organizations, and do you think after Wednesday's show they really are desperate to get eyeballs to watch Dynamite?
Yes, to the second part.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they've shown bad faith in the past couple of years. It's like they can go back to their old roots as much as they want, but it's not the same. It's really not.
Yeah, the bloom is off the rose, so to speak. I like.
Yeah, they don't know how to push people properly. Like as soon as someone is red hot, they get cooled off. Like, oh, eventually we'll give it the push. Like with Takeshita when he beat Kenny clean like 2 to 3 times in a row, and they gave him nothing for months. And whenever he did something, lost to Will Ospreay and started losing matches. And all of a sudden, 5 months after that, oh, here's a belt. That's not good.
Or Jamie Hayter, who gets the fucking hero's welcome when she comes back after, what, a year and a half away
Yeah.
with the injury, and then you don't see her for fucking 6 months? Or however fucking long. You know what I mean.
Apparently, she's trying to work out her visa, but still.
It's Why
I
would
know,
you
but-
bring
but
her
you
over
give her-
initially?
I know, but you give her Julia Hart. There was never a payoff with her and Britt Baker.
And if there's possible visa issues, why would you not smooth that out before she came over to begin with? She's
That's
from England. She's not fucking from like India or like some random other country that might have weird red tape. Like,
Right.
it's fucking England. Figure it out.
Yeah. You know, when people finally do get a push, they don't get treated like a big deal actor. Like with Swerve getting attacked by Christian multiple times, outsmarted by Christian multiple times before their match.
Wasn't Wardlow relevant for like a sneeze?
Yeah, they were building him up. He squashed MJF, and then his next feud after that was Mark Sterling and security guards.
Who?
Exactly.
Who? Exactly my point, yes.
Yeah, and then the feud with Scorpio Sky sucked, and then Samoa Joe sucked. Yeah, even when you have Samoa Joe.
Well, this is old Joe too. He's more name recognition than he is Joe.
I know, but he's still fun to watch. But it's like if you couldn't make a feud with Samoa Joe interesting at least without the match, it's just
I would have liked it more if you said, but he's still fat. Like, he's
But man, whatever AEW does end, it's not gonna be anytime soon. If ever does end, good luck getting another major television deal from a new company.
Yeah, they're going to be the number 2 wrestling company unless TNA or this rumored thing that Vince is trying to start gets a better TV deal.
Yeah, but no one would watch that unless you like stand for Vince McMahon.
Depends on who he gets.
That's another thing too. It depends on how many people want to work with him.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
But if we do know who's gonna want to work with him, it's like well, these people I would like to avoid then. So weed them out. But no, really good ending. Ali, he rolled out the ring. He's like, no, I'm not fighting him. I already defeated him. There's no purpose of doing this. I'm not gonna get a ring with an addict.
well, I liked the way he punctuated it when he started walking through the crowd because
Yeah.
he did it again when Gia got him for the backstage segment. But the line, it's a bar. Like it's so genius is that he's gonna be the one addiction Santana can't beat.
Yep.
And it's such a cock tease, and it's fantastic.
So
Ali should change his name to Edge.
the real Edge. Edge Ali. Or something.
I mean, WWE still owns the trademark to that, right? That's why Adam had
Yeah.
become Cope. So,
Yeah, he turns to Cope. They're coping over there.
so there we go. Make Ali Edge. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, then after the commercial, they're trying to get the Ali. It's like, no, I conquered him.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, he's talking about I'm gonna be the only addiction he cannot conquer. Like we're done here. We're leaving. Bye. No, there's no more of me and Santana.
I hope they do put space in between that rubber match.
I would like to, but we'll see.
Like, I want fucking Santana to be fiending for the fucking rematch. I want him to actually act like an addict, but it won't seem predatory.
I want Ali to fight someone else at the next PLE.
Because the way I see it in my head is it won't feel predatory because it's not them dwelling on an actual addiction. It's not like beer or alcohol or crack or anything like that. It's literally his addiction to get back at this guy. Like, like a pettiness, a vengeance type situation. But it's manifesting because he just has a addictive personality. And I think that could be a really clever way to stretch it.
If they do it like that, absolutely.
And you could stretch that till Slammiversary.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a wonderful payoff because, you'd probably want it to be a steel cage or something like that because you don't want Ali rolling out. You don't want the idiot squad fucking getting involved. That feels either like it's no DQ and Santana has a crew, or it's
like
a cage
lumberjack
match. Something, or just maybe Extreme Rules, Full Metal Mayhem, like Clockwork House of Orange match, just because they love to do that.
If they can stretch it that long, then I am all for it.
Mm-hmm.
If that's about 4 months from now.
Did we get a date for Slammiversary yet?
Yeah,
because it's June or July most of the times.
Yeah, hold on. I believe it's July. Yeah, July 20th.
Okay, so exactly 4 months from now.
Yep.
Yeah. I think they can drag that out.
Yeah, it depends on how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
But we shall see how they take care of that. But next up, our favorite people, the Kaiba Boys.
Yeah.
Addressed and Sacrifice. Mokuba coming out, calling out his big brother.
Because he's the best little brother.
Mokuba's not. Fuck him.
That's what he said, though.
I know, but I'm saying generally. Shut up, Mokuba.
Wow. But he has to do all that work just to fucking make sure Joey Wheeler can't join the fucking tournament.
He does what he did.
But but the ads were paid for already.
No. We'll bring it. We'll explain to the ads. Get your money back, and then we'll start a petition.
That's not how this works. But he's already champion, Seto.
But he explains how in the whole year he's been champion. He was only champion for like 4 months.
Well,
Sorry.
technically, he
Well,
was
sorry,
what?
like 6 months. Sorry.
He was New Japan's what? Global whatever bullshit belt
Yeah,
champion for like 3 weeks too.
yeah, he's why it's sold out. Not the WWE partnership or Joe Hendry. It's him alone.
Well, he did make a big
I,
splash
I
when it
don't.
like I can't take that away from
I'm
him.
saying
Like,
like it's just him and him alone, no help whatsoever. But it's all got ruined because of those pesky Harley boys. The Harley boys.
they're hardly boys.
The Harley boys. 2.1% result. Well, case of adventure.
Oh, the hottie boys. I see what you're saying now. I
Yes,
loved their books as a kid.
and
It was them and Nancy Drew all day.
they got a clue. They got an origin clue.
But then Doofus fucking comes out to interrupt the Kaiba
Yeah,
boys.
it's like, well, we're like me and Moku Burger Show. We're the real best brother tag team. Like, okay, you know what? He's not gonna go after Hendry anymore. He's gonna go after the tag belts. You know what? Fine, I can live with that.
Leon Slater can't though.
Well, fuck whatever we want to call him.
I don't know. He's a charisma vacuum with a British accent.
Bro!
You know who they had on Explosion that I loved. I don't watch a ton of Explosion, but this one intrigued me. It was Jason Hotch versus Man Like Doris, who is like this grime kind of like rapper, and he's interesting. Like he's from Birmingham. I think he's like in his later 20s. He looks good. He wrestles well. He has some charisma. He's like a EDM English like R-Truth with the way he came down singing his song and getting the crowd to call and response. Like I hope they keep him around and then throw Leon Slater into the trash can.
Yeah, okay, I see his name though. Okay.
Yeah, it's like Deriess.
I'm gonna watch this clip later.
You should because he's entertaining as
Yeah,
fuck.
it's a 3 minute match. Okay, I can watch that.
Mm, yeah.
Perfect. But no, it's like, well, the Hardy Boys, well, bruv. No, like you are not the show, like you are not the show stealer. It's me, bruv.
He had one good line.
Yeah, and everybody gets one.
Yeah, and he said "bug-eyed brother," and that popped the crowd. Like you actually heard the crowd react, and they kind of liked it. So I'm like, all right, it's funny.
And then Malcolm was like, "Oh yeah, well, how about I go take care of?"
Yeah. It's like, you're going to face my brother next week, but this week, I'm going to take care of you. Nope. Gets floored.
Yeah, child abuse happens, and then Seto hits the super kick. He's out for the count. He's not cold. It's over.
So we figured it out.
Yes, Kaiba hits the poor. I don't know.
Aside from he hates the poor, he has to defeat the Hardys and Leon Slater, because that's the 3 monsters he has to sacrifice to summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Well, Blue Eyes takes 2. You gotta sacrifice 3 for Obelisk.
Oh, but polymerization is 3 Blue Eyes make the ultimate dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's where I was getting the 3 from.
There you go.
It's been a while.
So anyway, sacrifice or fuse.
Well, see, sacrifice works too, because it's a tag. But who would be their Blue Eyes White Dragon?
JBL?
He's been in on it the whole time.
Yep.
That would actually be a decent payoff. I kind of like that now. I want that to happen.
Yes, if he joins the Kaibas, he will be our Blue Eyes.
They beat the Hardys, and then JBL appears, because they were the 2 he had to sacrifice.
Yes.
Then he just clothesline from hell's fucking Joe Hendry. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah. You see, you think that, but he'll probably make everyone sign an NDA.
I know you can't do that nowadays.
No more NDAs?
That stopped last year.
Yeah, so that's only the ones now, or so we can't hear from. We'll never hear from Cody. We'll never hear from Punk. But I guess we'll hear from Penta or Joey Bliss.
I mean, maybe he'll take the cup out like that one YouTuber did, where the fucking lawyer told her not to say her side, but they didn't say she couldn't sing it. So maybe Penta's NDA specifically said he can't say it in English, but no one ever
There
said
you
anything
go.
about Spanish. So
Exactly. That was that, but that was such an awful duplicate. Oh man, she got us. I can't counteract.
it doesn't specify language. So,
Yeah.
and it's written in English, so that means it implies English,
Yeah.
unless his contract was written in Spanish. Then that means he can say it in English, but then he has to learn English better. See, it's a catch-22. It's rough either way, you know.
Yeah. uh, but next segment we have the celebration by Elegance $500 cake.
5,000.
Sorry, it better be the best cake. It better be made of gold. That gold leaf or whatever the fuck inside.
Didn't fucking Raywald say something like it was like chiffon cake or something like that? And I like, he picks like the most fancy sounding fucking blase fucking bullshit cake.
And it could be real, it could be not. But we're gonna believe him because it sounds fancy. It sounds rich for rich people, folks.
And you know the worst part is, unless I blinked or like turned around and didn't see it, they didn't even hit anybody with the cake.
No, no, I was expecting someone to get hit with the cake. I expected it to happen when Ash was throwing the temper tantrum in the middle of the ring.
So did I. Especially when she goes, "I didn't get my," and then I thought, like, was she gonna say cake? And she goes, "Wish," and I'm like, "Oh, like I wanted the cake to come into
Yeah,
play."
but they were interrupted by Metaphor, Last Legend, Jakara Jackson.
Miss Snackson, yes.
Jakara Snackson, yep.
And
They
but
want, they
wait,
want,
there's more.
but wait, there's more. They want to shut the tag belts, but Spitfire ruin everything. Say, hey, we have a contractually obligated rematch.
Danny Dump Truck ruins nothing. Thank you very much.
Well, fine, then the other one, whatever her name is.
Jody Threat, yeah, I agree. She ruins everything. Fuck her.
Yeah, threatened her to quit. Jody threatens to quit.
Yeah, Jody threatens to quit. No one objects.
Stop, don't come back.
No, please.
But no, we're not done yet because we got someone else crossing the line. Gigi Dump Truck and Tatum Quaxley.
Oh God, we got a dump truck off then.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of got that gig, so.
I mean, Dolan? Yeah, Dolan's got
Yeah,
a
I
nice.
don't know
Yeah,
why Darby gave that up, but who knows?
too many. I don't know. Blows to the head, broken bones.
BT is real wrestling, folks. Listen, Nowinski.
Especially when you fumble Gigi Dolan.
Yeah, I don't care if you put used tampons in your mouth. I munch.
Hey, we don't kink shame. We
judge.
judge.
Bring back shame. Bring back shame.
No, we don't bring back. Wait, did you saying bring back shame or Shane
No, shame.
with an M?
Yes.
No, we don't need to bring back shame. Why? Who needs shame? Why do you want shame back so much?
They make shaming great again. We need to bring back. No.
We, the people, need
Yes.
to bring shaming
Weed,
back.
weed.
Oh, weed the people.
Yeah, that was what Mr. Hager said when he got arrested before WrestleMania. That ruined his whole push.
I thought it was just him talking that ruined his push.
No, him talking about how he loved his hat. That's what ruined. That's the rest of his life. But this is.
Hey, at least he didn't start off his promo with knock knock.
Yo, that was the greatest promo. That was cinema.
Braden Walker? You better be thinking Braden Walker, because that's what I meant. Okay, good.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Good. Stop
Brandon Walker.
Stop it. Stop it. That is
Hey, Matt Hardy. I got your back.
that is
What's your name?
probably the
Brandon
worst
Walker.
promo. Worst promo. Even Suffering Succotash son is better than knock knock. It's,
No. No.
I mean,
I like the guy, but no.
as a singles or in general? because I could see them putting the oddities in there.
That's gonna be a long while before that happens.
I'm not saying it'd be soon, but like the oddities, I feel like
Yeah.
could definitely get put in. And what was it?
And
Men on a Mission?
yeah, if Viscera did go in, it would probably be as Mabel or King Mabel.
Yeah, he did win a King of the Ring, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like the guy, but I can't say it.
He's a low on the totem pole entry, but I think he gets in eventually.
Yeah, but probably maybe not in our lifetime, but
He made a big enough impact on wrestling that I think he deserves to go in. I mean, Coco fucking Beware's in there. Come on.
that's true. A lot, and Michelle McCool's in it for some fucking reason.
You know, it's because of the fucking reason of who she's fucking.
Yeah, the underfucker.
She just wanted to say fuck her again. It didn't even work, but it was funny. I'll give you points there.
No. They one good match she's had. One good segment. No, the only
Hey.
good segment was when she made fun of Mickey James being fat. And that's not even a good segment. That was the only thing they'll nowhere for.
I mean, Laycool was just knockoff beautiful people. And I'll be honest, I always paid way more attention to Layla.
Yeah, just away from McCool.
Oh, I'm just in general.
I know, Layla's pretty. I'm not. Let's pump the brakes there. She's pretty.
Like, if you haven't noticed through the ones I usually talk about, white girls are lower on my list of preference than everyone else. So,
Unless you have a big ass or gothic or succubus,
or
no
you're
white
just
women.
Zaya Brookside for some reason. Like, that's the other reason she confuses the fuck out of me. It's I'm like, why?
Yes. That's it. Yeah, unless you're a succubus, unless you have cake or a goth chick, no white women.
Correct. I'm picky with my white women.
Exactly. You gotta meet the standards for that.
I have to be in the mood for vanilla. You understand how this works?
Yeah,
I'd be like,
yeah, no more vanilla for us kinky fucks. Yeah.
yes, that's right. We are two kinky fucks.
Yeah, exactly.
That is why we can never shame, because no one will have more shame than us, or less shame. Or it depends on how you weigh shame.
We don't fuck a boy in the ass in the bathroom, drink the piss, but no, we'll get mad when they don't recycle.
I know it's only fair. It is fucking
Yeah,
good manners.
Yeah, don't ruin our recycling.
Exactly. If I drink the piss, you recycle it. This is how a snowball works. This is how the arrangement works. You just believe me. I believe in Joe Hendry. You believe in the recycle. That's how that works. Where the fuck did that come from?
I don't know. Next I bet Mance Warner squash someone. Move on. Time for the. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Gigi Dump Truck and Quaxley are gonna fight the Elegantos for the tag belts next week. And Santino had a Dami Mami moment with Jakara Snackson.
Yeah, that's good.
Couldn't even look at her. He was intimidated.
Wait, by Lash or by Jakara? Jakara's the redhead.
Oh, it was Lash. Okay.
That's I'm like, maybe I saw it wrong. As like, because Lash is also a little bigger, so that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So with Lash, like no, like that. Look, Santino, you've handled Beth Phoenix. You can take her.
I mean, Beth isn't that tall. Like, Lash is imposing. Like, she's definitely got that kind of I want to climb that tree and find out what that's like kind of vibe. But you know.
Yeah,
But then I've seen her wrestle, so if I try to climb the tree,
and that thing, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say
that she's a bad worker. So if you climb that tree, she'll just like
main event.
Ah, okay.
Main event. Nope, not say.
Let's see. Let's just ask: would Tessa agree with you? Huh? This is important. There's no context that people can take this out of if you say yes or if you say no.
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Good.
No.
Correct. Good answer. Survey says good answer. Good answer. You're not canceled yet. Good answer.
No, yeah, it requires people to watch this. But decent main event.
Wait,
Hendry,
we skipped fucking Rosemary, Zaya, Savannah, and Lay. Remember, it didn't have a prompt because it was made the day of.
Lay and Zion.
Wow! Wow! See, there's just too many women on this episode, and you just got lost. You're just like, no more girls. We talk about guys.
Yes, life's too short. No, Rosemary and Savannah. Havana.
Yeah.
I guess Kun Lao and Zaya Cakeside.
Zaya's backside. Yeah.
But
Again,
no,
Zaya's so weird. I don't like
yeah.
white women, but her.
Just because she's British.
No, it's just everything she does has been cute. Like she figured it out when she came
But
to
no,
DNA,
she's embracing the hate now. So
and that's still cute.
she's gonna be cute when she does it.
Exactly. It's like
motherfucker, that's kawaii.
it's like that is fucking kawaii. See, kawaii like scary, kawaii like cute. It's like same, but different.
But no, Savannah was holding down Zaya, but Rosemary tries to go the mist, but she missed the mist. And hit Savannah. Rosemary gets knocked out of the ring. Lay does almost dropped her. It was like a weird, awkward pickup.
Well, there's a big size discrepancy.
I know, but no, she tried, and she did sell it as a little person, lift up this heavy, muscular person.
Exactly. So it was a botch, but it looked realistic enough.
Yeah. Then hits the finisher. 1, 2, 3. The good girls win. No evil Zaya yet. Maybe she'll be Hakushi next, or she takes the octopus gimmick.
Oh my God! Stop that! No.
Yes.
We don't wish that upon Zaya. We like Zaya here, or at least I do.
No, I'm tolerating her here, so you're good.
Okay, good. I'm mad that they changed Lay's finish
Yeah.
because this is the second time they've called that like spinning back heel kick a fucking thunderstruck instead of the Trouble in Paradise, and that heel kick doesn't look good.
No, they did not look good here.
But in general, it's not a finish. Like the TKO is a better finish than a spinning back heel kick.
Right.
Like what the fuck?
I was like, but
They need to figure out what they're doing with Lay.
Yeah, I do hope she gets pushed soon, or gets some direction.
Yes, and just have her wrestle Tessa more. They have great chemistry.
Yep. So give Tessa the belt and make them feud for the belt for a month or two.
Maybe Lay could feud with Masha. Maybe Lay and Zaya have to both turn heel for some reason. Just where Masha has to turn it. Somebody just make Lay wrestle people that know how to wrestle.
Exactly. NXT, you got people there. She's not strangers to some of them.
Yeah. Oh, what? Lay versus like Stephanie Vacher would be cool.
Vacher, Wendy Chu, Choo.
Julia would be interesting once she figures out her visa issue.
Yep, and
Roxy, if she's still on her farewell tour.
Yeah, not Cora Jade, maybe not her. No.
Zaria? Zaria?
Yeah, Zaria. There we go. That'd be fun.
And I do agree about Ruka. Ruka'd be a good one too.
And who else? Jordan Grace.
Yeah. Lola Vice, maybe. Or
maybe.
And maybe Jada Parker.
She hot though.
I mean, you see me arguing?
That's it. If I get to see her, we could.
Most of who I mentioned is above the white girl scale. So you're not gonna see me fighting you.
Yeah, but the core new waifu.
Yeah, she's too adorable. She's sexy. She's adorable. She's tough looking. Like it. Yeah, she's everything all in one.
Yeah, fuck Rush's brother, whoever that treated her like shit. Screw them.
Agreed.
Yeah, all awful people. Don't come back.
Vaquer and Rhea Ripley have that same kind of energy and that aura where they're like sexy and imposing and muscular to begin with, but then once you start to talk to them or like watch their
They're
TikToks or
actually
something
hard,
like
yeah.
that, they're dorks and adorable, and it's like, okay, you win.
Exactly my type.
You are the total package. All right, you win.
All right, so time to join NXT.
Yep, that's exactly how it works.
Shoot my shot.
Just brush up on your Spanish.
Oh
She
god,
doesn't speak English super
I
well.
haven't taken Spanish since like 5th grade, so let's go.
How did you not use it often? You lived in New York for a while.
I didn't know anyone that spoke Spanish.
Ha-
Long Island is white as fuck.
so is so is like Staten Island, but there's still like plenty of pockets and what the how white is Long Island? That like
Well,
really?
also it's very segregated, so you tell me.
I guess that's a point.
Certain towns are very segregated.
Yeah, I didn't think about that one.
And where I was when I did it, yeah, it was mostly white.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, so yeah, we learned it. We did French, Italian, Latin, and Spanish. But after I learned these from like the year, never again.
You learned it and then you forgot it.
And I didn't have an opportunity to use it. It was just an extra class, and out of my mind.
I'll say that's smart though to do like Latin, Italian, Spanish, all that kind of clumped together.
It was like every 2.5 months, it would be that one language.
Yeah, that's clever since they're derivative like similar language. So like when you learn one, you can kind of fumble through another one. So
Yeah. It was the basics, the test, once you pass the test, we just move on to the next one, yeah.
huh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool like that.
Wish you got to actually use it and keep it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Just saying.
I would have loved to. Like, I'm Italian, I want to speak more Italian.
See, I thought you were just gonna say Spanish because it's become like the second like official language of America. So
Yes.
Canada has two official languages. Our second one would be Spanish. You can't tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
Like,
You're really not wrong. But you know, they want English to be the real official language, even though they can't do English well.
well, no, that's why Americans always amuse me in a ironic sense, where like whenever there's somebody from a different country speaking poor English, they'll make fun of them when they probably suck at the language they've known their entire life too.
Yeah, they confuse transgenic with transgender for the mixes.
They confuse there, and there.
Yeah, your and your.
Yeah,
They still don't know how to do it. They don't know. They can't tell the difference.
they probably still confuse then and then.
Yeah, we gotta
Or
give them.
or effect and effect.
Or the there, and there.
Yeah, effect and effect is a fun one.
Which one?
A.
They probably think irregardless is still a real word.
Oh, I'd blame the dictionary for that because that actually put it in there now.
Oh, they did. Oh, damn.
Correct.
Before it wasn't. I was like,
Yeah.
It's like is it kind of like the same thing almost, but
It's a redundancy because regardless already means without regard. So you can't be without regarding without even less.
yeah,
Because two negatives make a positive. So if you're irregardless, you regard the thing a lot technically if you think about it.
pretty much. Yeah.
So everybody should take if everybody who says irregardless should just interpret that the opposite way on purpose because that's what the word would mean if it was a fucking word.
Basically. But yeah, with our main event, Joe Hendry, Elijah won. Standing ovation done to Brian Myers.
Good match.
Yeah, it was a good match. I like that Elijah is not doing a betrayal thing still.
We're on like week 3. Give it time.
I just don't want it to happen.
Oh, I don't want it to happen either.
I know they'll do it, but I just don't want them to.
It's a noble concept to actually debut somebody as a face and keep them as fucking face.
And actually legit mean it, yeah.
Because, fuck, you know how I mostly did, but I'll just say we, complained about there being mostly baby faces at the top?
Yeah, we complained about that. There were they're all the champions were baby faces.
Now it's like literally everybody under the champions are fucking heels. Well, Moose is the heel, but you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, like, there's no balance of face and heels, or but no modern fans don't care about them. It's about the art. So fuck you.
Even Cody stopped believing that bullshit, and he
I,
said it.
well, I'm glad he's smartened up. That's why he left the playground.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It ain't small. No.
Hey, we're not talking about that. It's
Uh,
not quite after midnight yet, you know.
oh yeah, we got 9 minutes for that, but yeah, we are going to wrap it up here. Match of the night.
Sadly, it's the main event. Still not a high, but
Main event. You know what? You probably could have given it to Ali Santana mostly for the ending, but
that's an angle though. So I was
I
honestly
know
going to give that to Segment
the
just
segment
because it's
Ali,
an
the
angle.
Ali stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our jobber of the night.
Even though it was explosion, I want to give it to Man Like Derice, and that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna give it. I'm giving it to Mokuba. Sorry, job for that punch.
That's nice of you. I think that's the first time you were nice to Mokuba in this entire Mokuba storyline.
He got punched in the face, so that's a win.
Fair enough.
No. Now Mokuba's like, oh wow, I get to meet CM Punk. I wonder how that's gonna go. Woo-wee. I made the partnership. It could happen. It's
It could work. It could.
like, well, so I heard that you're the sole reason why I got fired. Let's talk.
I mean, it's a good thing he got fired. He should be happy that Punk made him get fired.
Yeah, no, well, it wasn't Jay Perry. It was me. I'd pat myself in the back.
It was me. I was it all along.
He's like, I don't want to brag, but
Yeah, exactly. It's
That's
like
what I
not
think-
only
what I
am I Mokuba, I'm also Dio.
Yeah.
What?
I don't want to brag, but I think that was me with the last shot. That's-
Actually, yeah. Let's think about it. He wouldn't be Dio. He'd be fucking Gur from Invader Zim.
Girls
It
like,
was me. I was the piggy all along. That whole thing.
but the girl's likable. Don't disrespect her.
And Ryan's not likable. Tell me you haven't loved his bullshit this entire Big Brother time.
He is punchable, and he is tolerable that we made him Mokuba.
But you enjoy it.
Yes.
Okay, that means it's likable because you enjoy it.
He's still a fucking idiot, but yes.
I never said anything about him being smart, just enjoyable.
Yes.
That's how I describe a lot of my exes too. They're not smart, but they were enjoyable. So,
But with that, TNA is closed. Thank you all so much for joining us. Follow us on our social media platforms for Dirt Sheet, whether it's TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Blue Sky, Instagram, where they're all over. Follow me on Twitter, DamianPhoenix12. Follow my Instagram at HouseHusbandCosplay. Follow my anime show, Otaku Cafe. That's on Otaku Cafe for Facebook, Twitter. And follow Andrew at IWC War Chief. Check out his content at the Chair Shot. Chair Shot! Always use your head. And also sponsored by comicbookclick.com for all your geeky pop culture needs. But yeah,
answer the question on the way out. Answer the question on the way out.
Old school pay-per-view growing up. What was one of your guys' favorite pay-per-views to watch coming up as a teenager or young adults?
I mean, I was a WCW kid, so Halloween Havoc.
Which one?
Well, he just said pay-per-view coming up. I thought he just meant like series.
Oh, okay.
Most of the Halloween Havocs were always fun. Like, I think, what was it, like 96, 97, 98, I think was the best period for Halloween Havoc.
Right.
But
Oh
I
yeah,
like all the habits.
I'm always a sucker for the Rumble. So
Fair enough.
the mostly with the surprises.
Can't argue with that either.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it with that. But yeah, last question that we have, like, comic book click, geeky pop culture stuff. I recently started writing reviews for my anime on there, so check those out. I have another one coming out tomorrow for Rodi Kenshin.
The new one or the old one?
The new one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are
because
you gonna do any old stuff or just new season shit?
it's just gonna be the new stuff.
Okay.
I'll probably keep classic stuff and like just as a sideshow for.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. But yeah, so check that out. We're also here nearly every day, whether it is Raw for Monday Night Raw, Tuesday with our quote unquote Big Brothers NXT for the partnership.
B brothers.
Wednesday is Wednesday. Thursday is TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Friday is the SmackDown. The occasional pay per view PLE on Saturday or Sunday, depending on the day, depending on the schedule. But we will be here next week, so tune in next time for TNA with more pesky Kyber Boys.